clean start for Hagberg, which is the last thing he wants to see. Jeffries behind him. Can he get his car to work early on? And Hagberg already has got a little bit of a gap. But Jeffries is a bit closer. Car looks a little bit skittish on the rear end, I'd say. And I don't think Jeffries' car is working brilliant in the back. It's a problem for the 6 car of Vogel. And they've broken away. And Jeffries much closer now. Oh, no, bounce. He was getting closer. And he's now given a bit of breathing room to the current European champion to win the first leg. Hagberg, and Jeffries has another problem, and suddenly through goes Mobers into second from Levenham, but the net effect is that they've handed another massive advantage to Hagberg. So Hagberg now effectively can only lose it. He can only lose it himself. Mobers did show some speed, but whether he's got actual ground speed to go faster than Hagberg, let's find out. That lap round was a 12.7 against a 12.5, so he gained 2/10 there, but Hagberg obviously knows he can drive right with himself. But behind the yellow and orange of Mobers is the white and blue of Levenham. Oh, a mistake there, and he's picked him over. Oh, he's carried on going. Oh, and this is basically Christmas time for Hagberg because Levenham's been given a stop-go for that. So we'll try and see that one again. The Levenham was given a stop-go, which he didn't take that time. It means that Jeffries is going to inherit second. We can inherit second about half an hour behind the leader. So unless Hagberg makes a mistake now, effectively that's the wrong place to stop. So Levenham stops in the wrong place then. But never mind. So Jeffries picked up second, and in third now it's Dennis Stadler, and fourth is Mark Stiles. Blimey. So Mark's got through to fourth thanks to the carnage. Can't actually see, running a lot further down than some of the other cars, but the fact is that there's a lead now for Hagberg of 4 seconds, and I don't think that even in 6 minutes Jeffries can find 4 minutes on Hagberg. He's got clear track, start concentrating, but a 12.5 there for, he lost 2/10 that time round. So really, unless Hagberg stubs his toe on some part of the track, there's going to be some issues. We're with Hagberg down the straight through the Montec maze and flicking left and right. Whew. Comes down again. The gap is not getting smaller, I'll tell you that now. The gap is getting bigger. 4.5 seconds that Hagberg has now, and there are still 5 minutes to go, but to lose that he's going to need to make a mistake. And those have been relatively few. The ones he's made have been serious, but they've been relatively few, I'm honest. There goes Hagberg. Now Hagberg is going to start hitting some traffic now. The traffic almost certainly gets straight out of the way. Stiles gets out of the way. Vogel is the next person who needs to move. And Vogel does move. Tiniest of mistake by Hagberg there. That's not going to cost him anything. Jeffries is a long way back. Levenham's having a bit of a nightmare race. Much as there are a lot of them actually. The only person having a good race at the moment, really, if we're absolutely honest about this, is Hagberg, who's got more traffic ahead of him, which includes Levenham, who must be rather perplexed to be lapped at half distance effectively. Oh, it's Anderson getting out of the way. Halfway down. So Hagberg, let's just drop back to Jeffries, who's 2 cars back. See how that's going for him. He's got it down to 3.7 seconds, so he's gained about 0.8 of a second. But that's a long way when the guy in front doesn't make mistakes. And again, the car doesn't look very nice in the first few laps of Jeffries. I think that's probably what's caused the problem. Now, just looking for anything else that's happening, and there isn't really. Everyone's kind of a little bit spread out. 23 laps down for Hagberg. He's got himself just 3 minutes to finish. We're with Jeffries at the moment, who has to lead at 4 seconds, and it'll be 4 seconds when he goes past again. 3.5. So Jeffries, I mean, Hagberg's not as short. If Hagberg makes one mistake, well, he's made one mistake, then the whole thing's back up in the opening. And otherwise, it's the three-peat, as they say, could be absolutely on the cards for Hagberg. And another European electric title. He's currently the reigning champion in both the European electric championships, both this 12th and the 10th ISTC. So this will become his 4th European championship if he wins it. All won in the last 26 months, 25 months. Like buses, wait years for one, then loads come along at once. So no one really making any movement on that front at all. The battle for third hasn't happened either. Stadler's a way away from Movers. So let's pick our leader, white car on the main straight, as he now comes in to attempt to become European champion. He's only got about a minute and 33, about 6 laps, 7 laps. Yeah, the gap to Jeffries, much as we saw yesterday, really, the gap to Jeffries stayed really solid once it happened. It didn't get any better or any worse, it just stayed there. But really, you know, he kind of basically just dominated the whole situation and can hold Jeffries at a gap underneath us now. Looking to come up behind Honegal in a few seconds' time. Honegal just obviously the stock champion. Oh, mistake there, but it wasn't. By Honegal. His work for today is done. He's won the stock championship. And now the work for Hagberg is within 37 seconds of being done. In 37 seconds, or now 31 seconds, Hagberg will become a triple European champion, subject to, you know, the normal caveats. Let's see what we can do about replays afterwards. So, this is the victory lap. I think we might actually get well, he has to finish this lap because Jeffrey won't get one. So, this is a man who is about to become a 3-time European champion. This will be... Comes over the line, and Hagberg has claimed the European Championship.